Today on our member spotlight with USPAACC, I want to introduce to you our special guest today, a Philippine-born American entrepreneur and humanitarian. Howard Hoffman believes in good health is something that every person deserves, which is why he committed to changing the world through proper education about health and proper nutrition. As a founder and CEO of Personal Health Product Development, which operates three brands, which we're going to talk about today: PhreshProducts, Fresh Superfoods, Dream Nutrition, and also a raw ingredient supplier to some of the largest food service retail businesses in America. He is also a formulator and creator of the world's first narrow range pH testing strip, a class 1 medical device, and a co-founder of Complete Hemp and Amion Group, a full service contract manufacturer. So let's get started and see how he gets started with all these businesses. Hey everyone, you have David Lee here from USPAACC. This is our monthly member spotlight video. Today we have Howard Hoffman of PhreshProducts. Welcome, Howard. Thank you for doing this with us. So we're gonna go through a couple of questions, and Howard's gonna tell us about his company, his vision, and how to connect with him online. And one of the first questions I had for Howard was, how do you get all started with PhreshProducts?
Hi, David. First, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me and also the USPAACC community, great team of people. How I started PhreshProducts, well, I owned a medical spa business, which had 8 locations in New York, then went into what the biggest thing for alkalinity. If anyone knows about pH balance, that's what we focus on. So the majority of people, over 286 million Americans, are not eating vegetables. So we basically put dehydrated organic vegetables in a powder. 1 teaspoon is all your servings of vegetables for the day. So the biggest thing, again, no one's eating the vegetables, and we just wanted to come out with a solution to that.
That's amazing. Yeah, I totally agree that in America specifically, from young kids all the way up to adults, vegetables is kind of almost like a chore. So if you can compact that into a nice, tasty package, they're more susceptible to eating them. So that's great. And then what's really critical for someone to start a wellness brand like yourself?
Well, it's like life. It's like navigation. If you don't know where you're going, what's the purpose? So it's really identifying the purpose, integrity, and the mission of the company. So our focus was really just getting it out to all the Americans as possible. And we created a simple, simplistic solution where just 1 teaspoon, mix it with water, juice, or a smoothie, and mom's not going to hit you.
That's great. No, I love that. And then, some of our members would like to know, becoming a US member, how does that benefit your business or your network?
Yeah, USPAACC is a great collective of people. It's not just one, it's a team. So they were able to assist us with meeting Fortune companies. Through further research, we found out that Fortune companies have to do 5% of business with minority business owners. So USPAACC is basically the bridge, the connector to meet these people. For example, we met with Kroger, we met Rite Aid, we met with CVS, and major companies like that. So they have a whole entourage or list of Fortune 5,000 companies to meet with. And through the USPAACC conventions and meet and greet, you meet other like-minded people as well that's in the same path to, sell their products or their services.
That's amazing. And yeah, a lot of members, sometimes they're looking for those benefits, and right there with Howard, you described it right there. It's getting that connection to potential businesses that could foster into, sustainable business, right? With these name brand corporations that you just listed,
It's so hard, and Dave, it's so hard to meet with the buyers or their inclusion diversity managers. So again, USPAACC does all the legwork, and there's no other option for us to meet with them. So it's fantastic.
Awesome. Amazing. We love hearing stories like that from our members, able to really take advantage of the benefits and the network that we're able to, open up to everybody. Love that story. Thank you for sharing that. We kind of talked a little bit previously about, during this whole pandemic, people have gone and really focused on their health, right? And what are some of the latest trends that you see in the wellness industry now?
Well, I think people are becoming more aware of self-care, especially through COVID. People are becoming healthier. They're focusing on their health, such as nutrition, physical exercise, even meditating, because in this situation, what I found is a lot of people are stressed. They have anxiety. Nutrition is not in play. So I know a lot of people during this time, they were able to do that. So there's a lot of weight loss, getting healthier, and getting more energized. So COVID also gave us the ability to rethink and reimagine the traditional business format. For example, a lot of our staff now are able to work from home, which has been amazing for some of them. And the ones that do still like that social atmosphere, they still come to work, but it's a lot of Zoom calls, which, usually was a meet and greet, but I love Zoom calls now. I'm wearing shorts under this right now, so it's amazing. And I'm professional on the top, but COVID really changed the industry and how our view. With the new trends that are happening, a lot of gummies. So all nutritional formats, they're going into gummy formats. It's another method of delivering ingredients. Also, David, we're also a contract manufacturer as well. So Fresh Greens was our first brainchild, but we were relying on other co-packers, and they weren't delivering the speed that we were looking for and the integrity. So we decided to create our own manufacturing company as well.
That's amazing. And that's actually produced in the States, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So a brand, Asian American brand in America, manufactured and distributed. That's amazing. Like I find it that a lot of folks who are in business, during this pandemic, one of the silver lining is innovating themselves, getting them into different kind of shape to deliver for their customers. And it seems like this is what you guys did in a very challenging time. So I really appreciate that. And thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
For member spotlight videos, we would love to help out our younger professionals and maybe young graduates who are looking to enter the health and wellness industry. What are some advice that you would give them to get started?
That's a great question, David. There's so much advice. Oh, there's no given manual. First thing is just get started, know your objective, know the business strategy you want to enter, whether it's a service or a product or an ingredient supply, but you can do it. We started with nothing. I just knew that no one's eating vegetables, so I made a product that services that and has a simple solution. And make sure that the product, whatever you're creating, you have a great digital marketing or digital agency that knows how to do social media. As you know, ever since COVID, the trend has been focusing on digital marketing. We can't do demos in stores anymore. For example, if you go to Costco, someone will give you a sample of that product. That was one of the largest marketing opportunities that we had, but now we don't have that. So it's really having the ability to create a quality product that has a simple solution and having an avenue to get it out to the people. Other than that, getting a great contract manufacturer or you make it yourself, and make sure that you're transparent, because every buyer, every consumer is more conscious of the ingredients.
That's really solid advice. Just to recap for our probably younger viewers who are looking, who are hustling and grinding and trying to get into an industry. And if this is an area that you really would love to, enter and focus on, Howard, you just laid it down for them. Like just being transparent, creating quality and real products, right? None of the gimmicky stuff, none of the fake ingredients of that sort. And then following your footsteps, it's, hey, if you don't like what's out there, create your own, right? Like you mentioned, you started from almost nothing, and then you created this big brand, and even producing products for other brands out there. So really, take control of your own process, and also if they were looking to connect with you, what are some best ways to connect with you, Howard?
Please find me on LinkedIn, LinkedIn_Howard Hoffman. And mind you, on the PhreshProducts, to give you a little story on that too, we're 11 years old now. We're in over 6,000 locations, and we were able to save 24 children's lives with heart surgery through our charity program. So again, like you said, have conscious, have solution-based thinking, and do good for the world.
Amazing. That's awesome. Yeah. So every month we have a member spotlight video, which features one of our, members who are doing impactful things in the Asian American business community. And we love, having members like Howard on here, telling their story, but then also helping the future generations thrive in their specific industries. If you're interested, please reach out to info@USPAACC to get on the list for our next member spotlight video. But until next time, we'll see another member on here and hear from their great story. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Howard.